Good afternoon. So today I am actually going to be doing a huge change to my apartment. It's one of the biggest changes I've made in a little while, but for me, I feel like it's really essential to help me declutter my wardrobe and also just to get really organized for how I want to organize my outfits for the week and just my clothing in general, so that I can really kind of cut down and reduce my online shopping and things like that and move towards a more slower and sustainable kind of way of just picking out really key pieces from my wardrobe and having the opportunity to explore them. So I have actually picked up a couple of different things to do this with, and basically what I'm going to do is I have a chest of drawers next to my wardrobe at the moment, and everything in there is really crammed in the drawers. It's really hard to see what's even in there, and it also is just taking up this room in my space that I'm not really sure that I want it to, because it's just never quite felt right. Like, even though it fits perfectly within this like little wall nook, it just doesn't feel like me. So I've seen a couple of people around on Pinterest and on YouTube doing these kind of wardrobe things where they just have like a clothing rack in their room and they lay out a couple of clothing items and outfit ideas and things. And I've even seen people use this as a little bit of a travel packing hack, because you can kind of put all your outfits in a row and then figure out what you're going to wear, what things go with the other items you're packing, and really cut down to reduce the weight of your suitcase. So I really wanted this, and I've picked up a little clothing rack from Kmart. So I'll pop a picture of that here, but basically I need to build it first and work out if it's actually going to fit in that space just height wise, because there is this weird like angle on the wall. So I'm just kind of a little bit concerned that it might be a touch too tall and won't fit within the space. So that is the first thing that I need to do. And then I've actually got a couple of beautiful little linen storage baskets. And if you watch my most recent Kmart haul, you would have seen them in there. And essentially what I'm going to do is put all of my like underwear, socks, bras, activewear, all of that kind of stuff within those boxes. I also got a long box, which I'm hoping I'm going to be able to kind of Marie Kondo like fold up my pants into. And then elsewise, I just bought some beautiful wooden coat hangers that are like those quite thick store looking ones, so that they can be on display. And essentially the idea is that instead of me just like rummaging through my wardrobe or totally forgetting pieces I've got, I'll just set aside some time on a Sunday evening, and that's when I'm going to start getting out my outfits for the week, because you can kind of see the weather that's like coming ahead, and I will be able to just lay them out. So it's going to reduce my whole like morning panic when I'm like running late for work, so I'm trying to piece together an outfit. But also I think it will just get me decluttering my wardrobe progressively, because I'm just going to be able to find all these old pieces. And my kind of in and out way is, if I wear something and it's really uncomfortable, or it just makes me feel like it's not very flattering on my body anymore, then I will just either sell it or donate it to charity, and it's gone. So I hope you guys will really enjoy coming along with me for the day as I do this massive wardrobe declutter and organization of my space. And as always, I will try and link everything that I'm using in the description box down below, in case you guys want to do something similar at your house or apartment. And just a super quick reminder as well, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and please make sure you're subscribed. I would love to have you guys following me along. I put up new videos every single week. Now let's get to building the little clothes rack, because fingers crossed it fits in the space. Next step is to declutter my existing drawers so that I can get everything out of those and into these boxes. So I might just put these together now, and then we can look at the drawers and I'll see if I'm actually able to fit everything in these or not. Okay, next up I need to declutter the chest of drawers, which is what's behind me and where the clothes rack will hopefully be going. So I think I might actually start with the pants and put them into this big box, because this is what I'm hoping will be big enough to put all of my pairs of pants so that they'll be a lot more accessible and neatly stored away when they're on the clothing rack. So let's start with that first, and then we can move on to the other sections.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, golden.
I've just popped the clothing rack over here for the moment and moved all of my stuff aside, so it's a little bit of a mess until I get everything organised, but that's just because I need to sell the chest of drawers first. So they were just an IKEA chest of drawers, and you can kind of see in the reflection they match my bed frame, so I was hesitant to get rid of them just due to the fact that they match perfectly, but I'm not too attached to them, and my wardrobe itself does have some drawers in it anyway. But here's what happened with the pants. I actually think that worked out quite well in this little linen box. So I managed to stack pretty much everything in this one. I think I have a couple of pairs that are like being washed at the moment, but yeah, it is a little bit squishy, so maybe I will end up doing a little bit of a declutter and try some of these on and get rid of a few pairs, but that's actually worked out really nicely. Next up, I've got my other 4 drawers, so pretty standard stuff that most of you guys probably have in your drawers. I've got underwear, bras, activewear, swimwear, which you rarely bloody use here in Melbourne because it is freezing, and some socks. So I'm going to try and organize all of that into these 2 smaller cubes as well. I do kind of have some little grey storage things in there from Kmart, so I might keep those in these boxes as like a little bit of a divider, but I'm not 100% certain yet. This is the old Kmart divider that my socks were in, but it's really average. It didn't keep its shape at all, so I'm actually just going to get rid of that and try and place them in the boxes in another way. This one I've ended up just packing with all of my activewear, which I do have quite a lot of because I often work with a brand called Butter Butter, and they are very generous in sending me all of their collections. So I popped it all in this container so it's easy to get to, and I just love how this looks because it's so bright and colourful. So as kind of expected, problems. So this section of the window is where the roof kind of curves in, and it's a really annoying design, honestly, because it makes this area hard to use, but it is kind of rammed up hard against on that side and on the wardrobe hard against on this side. So I think what I'm actually gonna have to do is sand this down because I'm not giving up on this idea. Actually, it almost fits and I just think it will be so perfect.
Mount Laurel high five, miles in spring. Rainbow trout and hummingbird fling. Golden, I follow golden.
Thank God I was gifted with a patient boyfriend who knows how to use a saw, because we had to do 2 lots of cutting because I didn't really measure it and it didn't fit. So now it thankfully fits. So this saw actually was the cheaper way than buying like a whole little Dremel thing. So it was like $18, and now we have the little cupboard. So now I can style that up with all of the little boxes and things that I got as well. So I'm really happy with that slotting in over in this corner.
Golden things, gold hair, gold rings, gold leaves, golden things.
So that is it. I am so happy with how that's turned out. It's just reduced so much bulk from that corner, and it also means that I can now achieve my goal, which was to make my weeks much easier, more seamless and more organized by being able to spend Sunday evening just picking out a bunch of different outfits from my wardrobe for the week ahead, and that will be what lives on this rack during the week, just to make sure that I can run out the door in the morning and not have to think too much about it. And it's also going to help me get the most out of my wardrobe items as well, because I'll have a little bit of a chance to kind of go through them all and get the most wear out of everything too. So I hope you guys really like this one. Maybe it's given you a little bit of inspiration to add a clothing rack into your bedroom, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.